Back at it, and let's continue. We want to add the payments modes right here that we accept. So let's go right here and create another one. Let's call this payment.js and then RFC. Let me close that. Go right here, import the styles and add it right here. Okay, and then go back and call it. And here we have it. So we can actually just go inside this. Let's call this, the class name is going to be styles.footer, then payment, and then inside it we're going to have an h3 that's going to say we accept, and then we're going to have styles.footer wrap. Let's call it flex wrap. Save, and inside this we're just simply going to have all the images. So if you go back to public and then images and then a folder that's called payment, you're gonna have the 3 images for MasterCard, PayPal and Visa, but you can add your own. Okay, so that's the whole idea. So right here I'm gonna go up and then I'm gonna go to images and then payment folder, and then it's gonna be visa.webp. Let me save and you see it. Second one, MasterCard, and then the last one is gonna be PayPal, like that. And then going right here we can go and underscore payments. So we're gonna have something there, but we're gonna leave it empty for now, and then we're gonna go to flex wrap, and then we're gonna use display flex, and I'm gonna also use the flex wrap because we only have 3 images. It's not gonna be a problem, but if we have like many images and there is no space to show the image in the same line, the image is gonna go to the next line. Okay, so it stays, responsive. So I think that's pretty obvious. The gap is gonna be 10 pixels for the margin tab 1 rem, and then also for the image, I don't know, to be honest, the width 70 maybe, the height 40 pixel. Okay, so flex wrap. Let me just zoom out to the normal state. Yeah, something like that. And then let me go right here. The object fit is gonna be like cover. So maybe we can go for the height only like 36, and then the width 60. Yeah, maybe. So it's always up to you. The flex wrap is not gonna have any effect when you have only 3 elements, but if you have more, it's gonna come to effect. So that's all for this. The last one is gonna be the copyright. So let me go right here and then create a new file. Let's call it copy. I don't know how to write that. So copyright like this, .js and then RFC. And then let me import these styles like that and go back and import the copyright components like this, and you can see it here. I had to take a break, so now let's continue. So in the copyright section right here, let me remove that, then add a class name, and then the class name is just gonna be styles.footer and then copyright like that. And then inside it, so we're gonna have, first of all, it's just gonna be 2 sections. So the first section, and first of all, let me just paste this data that I have right here. So simply this data is just some, some links that we're gonna have, and then you can define them the way you want and the link that you want to take it to. So this is just, simple things that we've done already. So also I'm gonna copy this because I need it. And this section, I'm just gonna paste that here. And then this is gonna be 2022 Shopee. And then, all right, let me just, all rights reserved. I can't write, so you fix it for yourself. And then I'm gonna have another section right here. So section, and this is gonna have a UL, and then inside this UL we're gonna go to the data that we have right here. So data.map, and we're gonna get every single link, and simply we're gonna return a list item, and inside there's just gonna be a link from next link, and this link simply just gonna be the link dot name, as you can see it. So the name, and also you want the link right here to be the href for this one. So href is just simply gonna be link dot link, and you can see them right here. This is pretty simple, React. And then I'm gonna go also maybe after this URL or inside it. Let me just see. Yeah, we're gonna have it after right here. So I'm just gonna have another list item, and this one it's not gonna be a link. We can have it like a link, it's not a problem. So on its the href is gonna be nothing, and then I can go right here and have, or maybe let's remove that and just have simply an e tag that goes nowhere, like that. And inside this e tag we're gonna have first of all the icon for location, which is gonna be io and then location and then sharp. So import from React icons and then io. It's io or io5. Let me just fix this. So there are two versions for this io. There is this io and also io5, one of them. So it's io5. Okay, and you can see the location right here icon, and then this is gonna be like, after that this is gonna be the name of the country. So for me, I'm just gonna put Morocco for now, but we're gonna work on the country detection, don't worry. And then go back right here to the size and let's actually work on them. So right here we're gonna go to the copyright section, copyright, and then inside this we're gonna select every single section, and then we're gonna have display flex, and then align item center, and then we also gonna have flex wrap to be wrap. And then so there is something right here we're gonna see. So we're gonna see, so also the gap is gonna be 1 rem. Let me go down a bit, and then let me just see, the font size is gonna be 12 pixels. Okay, so it's changing. And then also the color is gonna be 66 as usual. And then let me see, the padding bottom is gonna be 10 pixels. So you're having that space there. And then we're gonna go to the list item or the UL, and then we're gonna have display flex. And then let me just take that. This actually should be here, it should not be there. And then flex wrap, gap 1 rem, and then the, okay, so we only, the gap, we're only gonna have it on the column side, not in the row side. And then also we're gonna go to every list item, and then the gap is gonna be 2 rem, not 1. And then for the list item we're gonna have the position to be relative, text decoration underline, and then inside the list item we're gonna select every, so we're gonna go to after, and then we're gonna have that line, so after, and then position, so the content first, let's start with that. And then we're gonna have the width to be 1 pixel, height 15 pixel, and then the background to be the same color, and then the position to be absolute, and then from the right is gonna be -1 rem. That's why we had the gap to be 2 rem right here, so we can have 1 from the right, so it's between them. So that's actually what we needed to do, and we're gonna remove it from the last one. So simply right here we can just go to the last of type as we've done before, and then we can go to the after elements and then display none. Okay, and this is how it's gonna look. Our photo is gonna look in a smaller, let me just zoom out. So this is how the photo is gonna look for a smaller screen, which is gonna be different when we actually, in the next video, we're gonna work on the responsiveness. So we're gonna make it change in a certain breakpoint, so we change it in the large screen. Okay, so this is all done for the coding and styling. So let's see you next.